So the next thing we're going to make is his proboscis, his protruding proboscis. and it's a curly thing. So I'm going to show you guys how to use a Bezier curve to do that, but I'm going to make my own Bezier curve. So if we select the head and go into edit mode, the proboscis comes out. Let's take a look at that again. It's coming out kind of right there. So we'll go kind of right there on our head. And he has a vertex there. So I'm going to grab that vertex and I'm going to hit Shift D and copy it. And I'm just going to right click and drop it right back where it's at and hit P by selection. So now we have one little tiny vertex right there. So now we can go into front view or side view with one. And we're in object mode even though we only have one little vertex. And we can hit tab and hit A to select our vertex. And now we can hold right click or hold control and right click and actually make our proboscis. Just keep holding control, move the mouse to where you want it to go, and you can click that and make a little curly. And that puts the curly right where we need it to. Ooh, well, not that last one, because I hit the wrong button. So now we've got a little curly. So we can go back in object mode, go up to the word object, click it, and all the way down here we have convert. So you can convert to a curve, a mesh, or a grease pencil, but we're going to convert it to a curve. And when we convert it to a curve, it gives us a little icon over here. So if we click our little icon, little green one, we can scroll down to geometry and then scroll down to bevel. And on the depth, I'm going to hold shift and I'm just going to fatten it up. It's already set to round, so that literally just fattens it up. And when you're happy with the size of it, don't mess with the resolution. If you look real close, you can see the cuts. That's the resolution. So if you back the cuts off, I think 2 is fine. That lowers the geometry on it so you don't have tons of vertices on your little proboscis. So once you're done with that, you go back to object and go to convert and convert it back to mesh. Because right now, if you hit edit mode, it's still just single vertex with no actual geometry. So while you're here, you can actually, if you want to move points around to make sure it looks, whoops, turn proportional editing off. You can, line it up how you want to line it up and make it look nicer if you want to. If you didn't get a good, nice, smooth, like this one, could probably go down here. And mine's look pretty good, but if yours don't look good, that's what you do. There's also I don't see the button. Oh, there's a fill caps. Go ahead and click fill caps because that'll put geometry on the end of the tube. Otherwise, it'll be open and you'll have to fill it in later. It doesn't really matter. If you fill it in, you're going to delete that one. If you don't fill it in, you'll have to just fill this one in. So it's okay. So back in object mode, just click object, go down to convert, and convert it to a mesh. Now if you hit tab, you've got all your geometry. And we can right click, shade smooth that. And that's looking pretty cool. We may have to add some more geometry to this just because it'll probably break in SL. So you know how it disappears when you get away from it. There's probably not enough geometry there to keep it one piece, but we can check it in the test server. Okay, so we got our proboscis done. I'm going to hit tab to go back into object mode. And we need to do the feet. So I'm going to hit period on number pad. Take a look at his feet there. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think some butterflies have 4. I'm only going to do 4. I'm not going to do 6. So I'm going to make a leg shape, and we're going to use the same technique. So I'm going to select the thorax, hit tab. That one looks good. I'm going to select it and Shift D to copy it. P to separate it by selection. Hit tab, select the one vertex. Tab again. To go into edit mode, A to select it, period on number pad to zoom in on it and back off of it a little bit. Jeez. 1 on the number pad to go to front view, and I guess we'll just make a leg shape. So I'm going to hold control and I'm going to click out here and I'm going to click down here and maybe go this way with it, and then one more little down. That's kind of a leg shape, I guess. I'm going to hit tab, back in object mode to and click the object button. We're going to convert it to convert it to a curve again. Go to our curve object, back into geometry, down to the bevel, and scale it up till it's kind of bigger, and take that down to 2. And I'm going to go into edit mode and select this button. And if I can remember, I believe it's Alt S. I can scale that up, but that's not working because we need more geometry. So I'm going to select those 3 points. Actually, I'm going to select 4 of them. Right click and hit S to subdivide 1 time. And I'm going to grab that vertex and hit GG and slide it down. Okay, it's not sliding down, I'm just going to move it down to about there, and grab this one and move it up to about there. Oh, I need one more. So I'm going to select those 2. Right click, subdivide. Move this guy down. And try to keep it kind of straight. Move this guy up a little bit. That should be good. And select the 2 center ones, and now hit Alt S and scale it up. I'm going to give him some little knee bumps. And I'm okay with that. Back in object mode, right click, shade smooth, take a look at it. I think that's fine. Got little bumpy knees. And back in object mode, convert. Well, object mode here, and then click object. Convert it to a mesh, and that gives you your geometry. So if we spin this thing around, his leg's straight out, and he's not a horse, so we need to turn that leg. So I'm going to go into X-ray mode. I'm going to select those vertices and go back out of X-ray mode. And then I'm going to hit Shift S and do cursor to selected. That way it puts the cursor where the leg is. And I'm going to change this transform pivot point to 3D cursor. And I'm going to hit R. Oh, I'm going to go back in object mode, hit RZ. Oh, geez. Select a leg, RZ. And then if we rotate it, it rotates right where the pivot point is. So, get me a good angle here, RZ. And just rotate it out to wherever you think the leg would be sitting. And then if you aim your camera this view, you can rotate it up a little bit. Give more of a look at the side view there. And I think it needs to be a little longer. And since we have this set, if we scale it, it'll get a little fatter, but a little fatter is not too bad. I'm just going to scale it up a little bit. And I'm happy with that one. Now I'm going to go to top view by hitting 7 on the number pad. And I'm going to hit Shift D and I'm going to copy it, move it over here. And back in X-ray mode, our vertices are still selected. Shift S, cursor to selected again, so it's down there. Back in object mode, and I can rotate it on the Z again and send it the other way. And that's looking pretty good. It probably needs to come down a hair, I don't know. But since I'm going to move it down, I'm not going to move it down the whole thing. I'm just going to move those vertices down. So I'm going to go into edit mode. Those vertices are still selected. If you hit Control Alt Z, you can see that. And I'm just going to hit GZ and move it down so that it's not halfway up his back. Okay, we got both our legs done. Now, he's got antennae, so let's take a look at the antennae. And they're a nice smooth little shape and with a little bubble at the top. So let's select our head, hit tab. Where do those come out at? I think they come out real close together. So yeah, I think that'll be okay. I'm going to grab that vertex and Shift D, P to separate by selection, Tab. We're going to use the same technique again. I'm going to hit 1 on the number pad and Shift, move this over a little bit. Let's get this out of the way. Select our vertex again. And tab in edit mode, A to select a vertex. And let's make us a little shape here. Actually, that goes back. We'll go backwards with it. I like that. Maybe a bit too much. We can move these individually by hitting G. I kind of like that shape. So, back in object mode, click your object button, go down to convert, back into curve. Now there are Bezier curves. If you hit Shift A and curve, you can make curves of all kinds. Most of the time I make my own by extruding vertex and turning it into a curve. It's just easier for me. You don't have to deal with a bunch of handles and stuff, so this is just basic introduction to curves. Scroll down, change this to 2, fatten it up, and then if we select the very end vertex and Alt S, let's not. We're gonna extrude this 2 more times. So I'm gonna hit Control. I'm just gonna click and then grab that center one, and I'm gonna change my pivot points back to medium point, and then Alt S and scale that up. And we can move these around to make that, however we want to make it. Kind of want it longer. And then I'm going to Alt S and scale that a little fatter. I think that looks pretty good. Select it, right click, shade smooth it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So select your guy again and convert it to a mesh. And then if you tab, you can see the mesh. Oops. I'm going to check the top of it. So the top's not filled, so I'm going to select the top and just hit F. That'll be fine. And check the feet. We might make some calls on the end of the feet. I don't think it needs it though, so I'm just going to hit F. I think it'll be fine like that. It doesn't need calls unless you're getting super detailed. Alright, so now let's select this. Alt Z, go into edit mode, select the bottom, Shift S, we're going to put our cursor there again, and then change this back to cursor again. Back in object mode, and I'm going to look at it from the front. So hit 3 and 9 to go to front, Alt Z to go out of X-ray mode, and I'm going to just rotate it kind of that way. I don't like how straight it is, so I'm going to go back into edit mode, Alt Z, grab some of those vertices, turn proportional editing back on, hit G, and just kind of wiggle it out there a little bit. That's looking pretty good. And I'm happy with that. Let's turn this back to medium point again. Alt Z to go back out of X-ray mode. And that looks pretty good.